I had to start over again. Still, April 19, 2016, y'all. So, we introduced this. There's so many outside sources rather, for explaining the reason for it all, and for explaining stuff about life, and it just occurred to me that I'm just gonna take this straight, that if these things and this information isn't really consequential to me personally, it basically has nothing to do with me personally, why the hell do I want to know about it if it's not about me personally? So if there's not something to be extracted from the story or the information or the quote knowledge or whatever it is, why do I want to fuck with it, right? And why waste time? Does that make sense? We can cram our brains full of information. We can, that's not cool. God, I bet it's a 90-year-old woman. Nope. It's a 60-year-old man. Such poor driving. God, out here. And I know when I'm going somewhere else soon, I know the driving is going to be even worse there, so that's going to be an adventure. Anyway. Return the Mac, y'all. So, what do I care? What do I care about? Why do I need to know these stories and need to know these philosophies and all this shit? What does it have to do with me right now in this moment? That's what I'm saying. Am I yelling? I'm sorry. Well, then I thought, maybe that's the point. Maybe the point is that when you peel back the details of the stories, the little nuances that make them individualized, they're all, just peel back. Maybe it is my story. When you peel back the information, or whatever you're learning, even if it's chemistry, whatever it is that you're learning, that's supposed to have some significance to life somehow. When you go down to the the very last atom of the thing, maybe it's your story. In that case, all we need to do is just keep a digging, all right? Keep on investigating and going deeper and deeper, instead of just being quote satisfied with just kind of a superficial knowledge of things. Okay, blah 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 is blah, and then close the book. No, if you're learning something and it's supposed to have significance to the human experience somehow, go beyond it. Say, really go deep within yourself and ask whatever is in there that could give you insight. Say, but what the hell does this have to do with me? Show me. Even I'm driving, obviously, but there are many trees where I am right now, and I'm looking at the trees and thinking, beyond that they're green, and that, the whole photosynthesis stuff going on with the sun and the water and the chlorophyll and the food and yeah. Okay, those are great things to understand, but at the deepest level of a tree, what does it mean to me? You see, and I actually don't have the answer to that right now, but it's a beginning. And so, and not that even, the answer is not even an answer where it's like, well, blah, 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 the end. No, we're learning that true knowledge is a certain awareness that comes to us in a moment, for a moment, and then it dissolves. And so it may happen. I'm passing under the trees right now, and maybe as I'm doing so, maybe they'll be gracious enough to offer me a little bit of insight, but not in a conscious way, like I can pick it apart, like in some kind of encyclopedic thing, but just like something, because communication isn't just where you become aware of something consciously, and in your brain you can calculate this and that and that. But true communication is just energy passing from one to another, and then integrating into the other, and some kind of communication or awareness takes place. You see? So I know I'm getting a little, I don't like you guys. What are you talking about? So something takes place, but the whole thing is that, when we look around at the world and the things around us, and we take in information, there's more than what meets the eye. And the more has to do with us individually, if we so choose to peel back and we're not going at it like in an academic type of way to try to obtain a certain amount of information. That's not life. That's just dry bullshit husks of the corn. I mean, it's nothing. This music's not really working for me either. God damn, what's going on? There's a new station out here. And it's so funny. They're claiming now 10,000 songs in a row. I'm like, what the fuck? No commercial interruption between every 10,000 songs. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know, but they're playing Mariah. I'm not a big Mariah fan. I'm sorry. I just feel like it's a big exercise. This is just me in my opinion, okay? Obviously, she has the pipes. Nobody's going to argue that, but I feel like it's often, I'm hearing the execution of her instrument in a way that it's like, I don't know. I hear that more than I hear the melodies and feel the whatever from the music. It's just like, wow, she really can execute and deliver as far as being able to reach notes and hold notes, and she reaches notes that most human beings, I don't even know if certain types of creatures can even hear the sounds that come out of her lungs and voice. But whatever. Does music come out of your lungs? I don't know. It sounds like it comes out of her lungs, but I'm not a big fan. I liked her first big one. I heard one of hers earlier on the station too. I guess they're going to be one of her favorites that they play on here. But she did a remake of a song that I liked the original, But then when she did it, again, it was just like, okay, enough with the runs and everything. God damn, we know you can do it. But I'm being kind of hateful. I'm not trying to be. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the subject in a moment that I was talking about, but I'm at my destination. Bye, y'all.